Hello everyone, we are the second group of urban planning from Diponegoro University, Urban and Regional Planning. Today, we want to talk about Semarang City.
Let's look at the historic site. Since hundreds of years before the Dutch arrived in Indonesia, Semarang, a coastal area in central Java, has developed as a city. The development of spatial planning in Indonesia started from the Dutch era based on SVO and SVV, divided into a 5-year development planning period. So this affect spatial planning policies that prioritize the development of regional growth center in the hope of having a follow-up impact on the surrounding area. Meanwhile, in the post-reform period, policies were more focused on effort to develop human resources and economic development that could increase competitiveness.
Let's take a look at the administrative side. Administratively, Semarang is bounded to the north by the Java Sea, to the south by Semarang Regency, to the west by Kendal Regency, and to the east by Demak Regency, with 16 sub-districts and 177 sub-districts. Judging from the topography of Semarang City, in the north of the coast in the lowland, while in the south it is hilly. This city has two geographically opposite areas. In the north it is a lowland, while in the south it has a height of 270 meters. The city of Semarang covers an area of 373.7 kilometers.
In Semarang City, spatial planning refers to the current spatial planning document, namely the Semarang City Regional Regulation number 14 of 2011 concerning the Semarang City Regional Spatial Plan for 2011 to 2031, which focuses on the realization of the city of Semarang as a safe, comfortable, and safe international trade and service center, as well as productive and sustainable. Based on the Semarang City Medium-Term Development Plan for 2021 to 2026, there are 34 development strategies. The development strategy in Semarang City consists of a strategy to improve the quality of services to the community, starting from health services, drinking water, sanitation, health services, and all services needed by life in settlement so that people can live healthy and safe.
The next strategy is a strategy for controlling natural and environmental damage, such as watershed management, climate change mitigation, and increasing green open space. The next strategy is a strategy to improve the quality of education, such as equitable distribution of educational facilities, increasing community innovation, community empowerment to the use of technology, and economic competitiveness in the infrastructure sector. The strategy adopted is to control the use of space in a sustainable, quality, and interconnected manner, such as providing a quality transportation network. Now, we want to talk about the problems that occur in Semarang City. There are several problems that we found throughout the analysis, such as the diminishing of open space, decreased soil quality to absorb water, increase of erosion rate, the reduction of the coastline, increase the erosion rate, population growth, land subsidence, the growth of industrial buildings, groundwater exploitation. We found out that the core problem in Semarang City is the rapid growth of residential area. From the SWOT analysis, we found some points that we can use to solve a problem or maximize the potential that exists in the city of Semarang. First, the strengths are Semarang City has a geostrategic position as the center of the central part of the national territory and is in the economic traffic lane of the island of Java. And it has the potential to be developed as cultivation areas such as fisheries, agriculture, tourism, industry, mining, and others. And also the existence of higher education facilities on national till international scale, which Diponegoro University and Semarang State University. Second, the weaknesses that we found are some of the city's important infrastructures such as airports, stations, and ports are located in the rock-prone areas and the landslide-prone areas are scattered in Gunung Pati and Banyumanik district. Third, the opportunity that we found are to realize a dynamic city that can serve the mobility of its population. An integrated and sustainable transportation system is needed, and also the Semarang City government support the MSME community that is developing in the city with the accessibility of open trade routes and cheap credit facilities without collateral through the Credit Authority program. Although there are also some threats that we found, such as utilization of space and exploit residential area excessively causes environmental degradation to continue to increase slum, and the use of private vehicles and increasing congestion are also increasing air pollution caused by the unavoidable increases in emission.